The dollar is causing problems everywhere in the world. America is great. America is supposed to be, as it were, the big brother negotiating with the others to say, okay, in this area, I'll give you this concession. This is where you will do this and all that. Now they are still doing cowboy. You want to kill the whole world and to own everything? Trump should slow down, I beg.
Thank you very much, Mr. Joshua. Okay.
Thank you so much for that. But listen to me, sir. Don't drink Panadol for America's headache, okay? You are not American, or at least you are not identifying with them. So if they want to be great again, that's their own problem. We should worry about our problem in Africa. You spoke well. Everything you said, I agree, until you start talking about Trump should slow down. What has he done that is unfair? That's what nobody has been able to answer me. You charge a man 40%, he's charging you 14%, and you are saying it's unfair. That is what that gentleman did not address. Because we like to. America is broke. America is the largest borrower. People love you when you are giving away freebies. I experienced this in the entertainment industry. When I was spending millions on my artists, they were all very happy. When I got broke and I said, no, I'm not going to be able to sponsor you for free anymore, everybody went against me. It's as if I'm now the devil, even though it was my money I'm spending. America is spending money to help Africa for years. Now they say we can't do it anymore. Instead of you thanking them for what they've done, now you are seeing them as bullies. But everything else the man said, I agree with. To add to it, we also need to have professionals going to trade conferences to go and negotiate for us. We should stop sending politicians who are going to be holed up in their hotels with Oloshos and not even go for the meetings that we send them. They are collecting it for Esther Code. They are collecting it to go and enjoy. Because where these things get negotiated. Seriously.
Okay, 1 second, please. One second. Let me bring in Mr. George, who has called in from Ikeja and has been holding on for a while. Good morning, Mr. George.
Yes,
good morning, Uncle Yori.
Okay.
Uncle Yori, when I see some Nigerians praising Trump to the heavens for his arbitrary and I don't know the word to use, the type of policies he's using to bring down the world, just because they do not like who is in power in Nigeria, it makes me laugh. The guest, our brother there, who is a U.S. citizen, his point of view is understandable. Trump is canceling citizenship of people that were born there, and is deporting those students who have gotten American visa to go and study there. And he would not want his own to be, to be invalidated. So that is understandable. Dr. Pempa made two statements that made me to call. He said, America has a $25 trillion economy, and that the world needs America. America does not need the world. How? Is there a country on this face of the earth that does not need anything from another country? If that was true, how come that when this tariff issue, when Trump started it, Europe reacted, other countries reacted and pushed back, and then they have to retreat? He doesn't need us, or he doesn't need other countries. Why did he do that?
All right.
We have to speak the truth.
But that's not what I said.
That's not what I said.
Okay.
Irrational behavior. And what he is doing now, Uncle Yori, what that he calls MAGA, is it actually making America great again? Where the whole world, you've declared the whole other countries of the world your enemy? Does it make America great again?
Well,
I'm unable to buy the stuff that our brother is selling there.
All right. Okay.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Right.
But we'll have to remember that, I don't know, President Trump is not a politician. He's a deal maker.
Let me respond to that gentleman.
But okay, go ahead, please.
First, because misrepresentation is unfair. I never said America doesn't need the world. I said the world needs America more than America needs it. And the statistics prove that. And again, I'm not supporting Trump in everything. We are talking about this tariff. Now you have brought in immigration, you have brought all of that stuff. You are going to distract us. I'm not going to even bother responding to that. But my point is, that gentleman, just like I keep saying, Anybody who's going to call in and say this tariff is unfair, please tell me what is unfair about it. Nobody, no professional, no motor third person has been able to show how that is unfair. The only thing they are saying is that you are sucking my breast for 20-something years. I'm saying, no, I want to suck your own also. Now you get upset. That's what the word is saying. Because I've just explained it. Literally, most countries pay 1 or 2% because America has these liberal trade policies for exporting to America. But when it comes to American products coming to their country, they charge it 70%, 80%, 60%, 20%. And their president is saying, no, we cannot continue like that. And the whole world is going crazy that is irrational. What is irrational about that? What is irrational about somebody who used to be very rich, who is giving out a lot of free money? America is the only country, that man did not say that before, the only country that gives away 50,000 free citizenships every year. Nigeria doesn't even give citizenship to spouses of their people. America allows you to bring your brother, your sister, your mother, your father, everybody. That's the immigration law. I'm an immigration lawyer. They've been doing that since the war started. But you stay in your own country, you don't give citizenship to nobody. Okay? Dubai doesn't give it to anybody. South Africa, Saudi Arabia doesn't do it. Nigeria doesn't do it. It's very tough to get Nigerian citizenship. So now that they are tightening up their own, now you are mad. Who has been unfair here? Who has been irrational? But let's leave immigration because I don't really, that's a very, very emotional one for every one of us, including me. And I'm an immigration lawyer. Let's stay with tariff. What I'm saying is that yes, Trump may appear irrational to the world because the world doesn't expect America to demand fairness. Because if you charge me 27% and I'm saying pay me 10%, you can't say I'm irrational. If I'm giving away free money to the world through an organization called USAID and I'm broke and I'm paying interest rate for my loan to China and I'm saying, no, we need to slow down on free giveaways, how can you say I'm irrational? Nigeria and Africans, generally, we just like free stuff. We don't want to work. We don't want to do our own thing. But we want to blame America for not giving us free money. Because that's what USAID is. I'm not saying USAID is not good. I'm not saying it's bad. It's serving a lot of good use. But for you to be giving away charity, you have to be okay yourself. I will be contemptuous of a billionaire who is owing banks billions of naira that is not servicing, and then he wants to be doing free giveaway so that they can say he's a good person, so that they can say he has a large heart.
Let me bring in another caller. Good morning, Reverend Dominic.
Good morning, Chief Yori. Good morning, Dr. Bawo.
How are you, sir?
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you for calling in.
Yori, I want to support Dr. Bawo for the first time 100%. My Bible says, Pastor, my Bible says a borrower is a slave to the lender. How long will Nigeria be this slave? There's something that shocked me a few days ago, Yori, that Nigerians or Africans, we have more HIV patients now than before because America is no more giving AIDS to HIV. This is over 30, 40 years we have this plague. I mean, no African nation has said that one day a man who is giving you will say, I don't have enough to give you. Let us build here a political plant to fight HIV. Now America has put herself in it. Look at how Nigerians and Africans are running like babies. How long do we continue that way? The man there is supporting us here to be self-independent. Are we not giants of Africa? Can we help South Africa? Can we help Guinea?
Yes.
Can we help Ivory Coast? We're giants of Africa. What are we doing as giants of Africa? Beggar giants. It's time. I wish Trump will make it 100%. So we can come back home for one day and say there's a palm oil here, there's a crude oil here, there's a gold here, there's all precious stone here. We can be like America of Africa. We can be that big brother.
Thank you.
Okay then. Thank you very much, Reverend Dominic.
Yes.
Yes, at least that was speaking to the page you are on. That look, tell me what's unfair about it.
Let me ask you a question. We have natural gas, but the pain of us building the infrastructure to harness it and be able to make plenty money with it and serve the world, we didn't want to go through that. We started flaring it. And when you ask our politicians, they tell a long story. They don't want to go through the pain of creating the structure to harness our natural resources. We export our diamond raw. We export everything raw because it's harder to add value. We don't want to do that. So this is a good blessing for us. Now that America is squeezing, then maybe our government, now the other gentleman said, oh, those who don't like Nigerian government. Who doesn't like Nigerian government? I love Nigerian government. I love the part they are doing well. The part they are not doing well, I talk about it. What I'm saying is that we should go more dependent on ourselves, because a time will come where the world is not going to be as easy, as tolerant of us as we are. And like that gentleman said, we are the giant of Africa. Won't you be mad, Egbonyori, if today you are hearing that Nigeria is giving billions of naira to Togo when Nigerians are starving? But that's what we expect of America to keep doing. Americans are complaining that our industries are dying. I live here. Our infrastructure is crumbling, literally. I go to other countries. I see how beautiful their infrastructure is now. American infrastructure is one they had 50 years ago, 60 years ago. They need to rebuild it. But you are saying, no, they must continue to give us free bed. No, they won't. We need to get our act together. AGOA is dying. I get it. But let's create an African version, the ACFA. We have the ACFA. Trade among ourselves is just about 20% now. Why can't we, Nigeria, lead that effort for it to then be 50%? Let's trade among ourselves. After all, the whole of Africa used to be traded by barter. Let's start with that and leave all these places alone. Let's build our own infrastructure. Let's build about a proper ecosystem. Yeah, I want to talk about that. Our exports need support. 25% interest rate is not going to help anybody. So we need to work on that. People, our manufacturers, our exporters, we need to provide an ecosystem for them where they can get affordable credit. They can get good warehousing, logistics, export insurance, and market data. We can't even give them export insurance. Who's going to take it from them? If you are bringing stuff from America, it's automatic. You must have export insurance. In Nigeria, everything is so crazy. So we need to build, and I'm talking Africa now, since this is about Africa, it's not just Nigeria now. We need to seriously think about creating our own support ecosystem for our products.
Okay, sorry to interrupt you, but we're fast running out of time. And I wanted you to react to I think it was Mr. George who called in and said, look, the way some people are commenting, it might be influenced by the fact that they don't like who's in charge in Nigeria, for instance. You heard that. Would you like to talk about that? Because
no, and that is correct. And this is where I differ from a lot of. I'm not an APC person. Everybody knows that I'm a public affairs critic, I say. And I think a lot of us in Nigeria, just like what they are doing to Trump in America, many of us don't even want to hear about the good policies this government is doing simply because we don't like the man. At the end, that's a fact. And I don't want to regionalize this thing. I don't even think it's about East or not. It's just that most of the people, when they're analyzing the policies of this government, they're analyzing it in the personality of President Bola Tinubu instead of analyzing it on his own intrinsic merit. So they refuse to see the good things that the government is doing simply because many of us are still hurting over the 2023 election. And my thing is, get over it. Okay, get over it. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is just a person. He's not Nigeria. Let's look at the policies that he's doing. Does it make sense? Can he do better? Do we agree? Do we disagree? Regardless of who the man is. And that is our major problem. And it's not unique. Trump is dealing with that maybe on a worse level, where when they hear something, the first thing is they want to criticize it because it is Donald Trump. It's happening in Nigeria too.
All right.
And I'm saying that those of us who are elites, we need to get better. Elections have consequences. Election is come and gone. Another one is coming in 2 years. And right now is what we got.
And we have to get over all those who are still hurting. We need to get over it and move ahead.
They need to get over it.
Well,
yes.
Okwe, thank you very much. Dr. Okwe Banwo has been our guest, US-based legal practitioner and policy analyst. He even explained it in there that he's an immigration lawyer. I dare add, among other things, Dr. Okwe Banwo is a man of many hats. Thank you very much, Okwe, for coming on our program this morning. Okay. So that's our program today. Do please join us tomorrow for a fresh edition. I am Yori Folare. Bye-bye for now.
With Glovo, you've got the city at your fingertips. Hanging out with friends and craving fried chicken or smoky jollof with fried plantain? Order on Glovo and receive it in minutes. Running low on toiletries? Don't panic, Glovo's got you. Order on Glovo and receive it in minutes. Family time deserves quality food, so treat them to a sweet surprise. Yummy. Track the rider in real time as your order makes its way to you. Download Glovo, order anything you want and receive it in minutes.
The following is a paid presentation by ShopX TV.
Tired of spending endless hours in the kitchen? Struggling with bulky appliances? Cooking should be a delight, not a chore. Tired of messy cleanups from kitchen tools that never seem to perform as expected? Do you wish there was a single solution to handle all your blending, chopping, and grinding needs? Introducing the Cook X 4-in-1 Blender. And get the Cook X 4-in-1 Blender for 115,950 Naira. That's a saving of over 100,000 Naira. And remember, you won't just be getting the blender. There is more. Order now and you receive a premium knife set valued at 30,000 Naira. Absolutely free. We'll also deliver the Cook X 4-in-1 Blender to your door for free. But hurry! This flash sale is for a limited time only. Stock is running out fast, so don't miss this opportunity to upgrade your kitchen at an unbeatable price. Call now while stocks last.
Proceeding is a paid presentation by ShopX TV.
Every major news story is with many perspectives and layered with different levels of impact.
Hello. What time did this happen? We will be right there.
At TVC News, we follow the big and major news, gathering the facts, witnessing the outcome.
I am here live at the aftermath of the approval of the new national minimum wage.
We are TV Station of the Year, not just for breaking news, but for being first, fair and accurate. TVC News, first with breaking news.
At TVC News, wherever the big news story is happening, we're geared up to break it. TVC News, first with breaking news.